What happens when you hand an AI agent a game design spec and tell it to build Tomodachi Life from scratch? My daughter and I tried it. This is part 1. If you have ever played Tomodachi Life, you know the magic starts in the Mii Maker. That moment where you tweak the eyes, the hair, the personality sliders, until the character feels alive. That is phase 1. And we wanted to nail it before building the simulation, the dialogue, the dream sequences, any of it. But here's the twist. I did not write any of the code. My daughter and I sat down, talked about exactly what she wanted, and used Claude to document the requirements into a tight spec. Then we handed that spec to an AI coding agent called Antigravity to build the code. The question was, can you get professional quality software out of an AI agent if you write a really good spec? Version 0.1 was just the plan. No code. We wrote a product requirements document, coding rules for the agent, and a canonical data schema. Then we handed it all to the AI with one prompt. Version 0.2 was the hybrid build. The agent rendered chibi bodies and outfits as procedural SVG, clean vector graphics with flat colors and rounded shapes. But for the faces, we plugged in Google's image generation model, Nano 2, to create anime-style portraits. If you want to play with this hybrid version, the code is still available under the V02 tag on GitHub. On paper, it looked great. AI generated faces on SVG bodies, the future of character design. But my daughter spotted the problem immediately. She loaded up a gallery of saved Miis and said, they look like a crowd of mismatched dolls. The AI faces had rendered shading, fine detail, photographic texture. The SVG bodies were flat color geometry. Two completely different visual languages, fighting on the same character. She imagined 12 Miis standing side by side. Hybrid faces would look like a costume contest. All SVG faces would look like a cast. For a game where characters need to coexist, consistency beats individual expressiveness every time. So we tore out the entire AI face pipeline, deleted the Gemini API client, the proxy server, the prompt builder, the face cache, zero dependencies, and we replaced it with a full procedural SVG face renderer. Version 0.3 has 10 hairstyles, 8 eye shapes, 6 mouth shapes, 4 eyebrow styles, blush, freckles, and full color pickers for everything. Every Mii looks like it belongs to the same world. And the best part? It is completely free to run. No API keys, no rate limits, no server. Just open the HTML file and start designing. Instant previews. Works offline. Works forever. Here's the real lesson. AI image generation is not wrong. It is just wrong for this job. When you need visual consistency across a cast of characters, procedural graphics beat generative AI every single time. The AI model will probably come back in phase 3 for dream sequences, where the whole point is for things to look different from the waking world. Different job, different tool. The full stack is vanilla HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. No React, no bundler, no framework. The entire app is one HTML file, one CSS file, and a handful of JavaScript modules. A 13-year-old can open it by double-clicking index.html. 3 takeaways. First, your best tester might not be a developer. My daughter saw the visual inconsistency that I was blind to because I was too impressed by the AI output to notice it did not fit. Second, AI code generation works when you give it a tight spec. The agent did not write spaghetti code. It followed our rules, our schema, our architecture. The spec was the product. And third, sometimes the best AI decision is knowing when not to use AI. We ripped out a working feature because a teenager's instinct was better than the technology. That is part 1. The Mii Designer is done, and it is open source. Link in the description. Part 2. We add the simulation loop, and these Miis come alive. Subscribe so you do not miss it.